For being a little late tonight. This is Jenny from Southern Savers. If you're just joining for the first time, normally our Q&As start right at 8:30, but we've had some technical difficulties getting Business Hangouts to come live. So thanks for everyone who hung around in the chat room and gave me a little bit of extra time to get on. And my mom was in helping out with the comments for anyone that was kind of wondering where in the world I was. It just wouldn't give me the chat room. If you're watching on Facebook, you can click on the link above the video and join the live chat if you want, or you can stay right on Facebook, either place. We should be able to handle internet. They're not running on the same internet, so that wasn't the issue. It was totally Business Hangouts that just would not let me in, would not let me see the chat room at all. So huge thanks to my mom for answering folks' questions and telling you where I was. My plan for tonight is that we're going to talk about how to organize coupons, how to do that in a manner that doesn't have to take a lot of time, or could, depending on what you pick. But either option that you take is hopefully going to save you a lot of money. You know, background for me, if you don't know our story, we've been couponing for, as a family, I say we, I've been couponing for really over about 10 years. So I've done the gamut of how to organize your coupons. Everything from, you know, let's see if I can hold it all up. This crazy thing that everybody has, the big, huge binder with baseball card sheets so you can see what you have, and it's all beautiful. If you were to come and look at this, you would notice almost every single one of them expired by 2009. I gave up on this a long time ago. It's a lot of time and a lot of headache. And it doesn't really save you any more money. So I know that we could have like binder testimonials of folks who love their binders and that's all that they will do. But in all honesty, you're not gonna save any more money using this organizational system for your coupons over using a system where I actually don't cut anything until I go to head to the store. So hate to break it to you, but that's what I've found in the 10 years of couponing. The problems with doing the big, huge binder system is the amount of time that takes you. So most folks who try to cut every coupon that comes in the Sunday paper, cut all the printables, you're spending hours doing that, getting them all cut, getting them all organized by location. It's a little on the impossible side to keep up with all of that. In the end, you're going to go to the store and you're going to save money, but you're really not going to save much more than someone who spent 4 seconds organizing their coupons on Sunday, spent maybe an hour cutting so let's see what we can do. But I want to try to keep, let's see. Well, hopefully if you're on Facebook, you didn't join the chat room because it's just not liking me today. I want to keep my coupons organized in a fast way possible. The fastest that I can is going to save me the most money. So I don't know. I don't know if folks can see me or not. My mom is saying that I'm back. I can't see the chat room at all. So maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm glad that Facebook folks can still see me because the Google Hangout folks can't. Let's see, we'll go old school and relay comments back and forth. So perfect. Well, either way, if you're watching the chat room and you want to give up and head to the Southern Savers Facebook page, I can totally see your comments on Facebook. I don't know what's up with Business Hangouts tonight, but at least we have an option either way. And hopefully Business Hangouts wise, you can still see me, but I can't see your comments. So I'll just keep on going either place, but I can really only see the comments on Facebook tonight. kind of annoying. So what we were talking about, binders and the fact that they take a ton of time, but I'm not necessarily going to save a ton of money based on the amount of time that I'm spending. Binder setup. So, looking at this, let's see if I can even hold it up for you guys. You're gonna have to cut all the coupons. You're gonna have to organize them by location in the store. I've got to sit here and sort them all. Everything, this is just a long and tedious process. So I encourage you, if you're just getting started, that we don't start here. What I would encourage you to do instead, let's throw the binder out the window, though some of you love it, I know. What I would encourage you to do is let's get our Sunday coupons and let's keep them whole. So this is an accordion file folder. You'll find it in the office supply stores. They're usually like $2 in Walmart or Target. I can take my inserts that come in the Sunday paper, write the date really huge on the front of them, and then put all the inserts from the same Sunday in each pocket. So everything from this Sunday is in one pocket together. Everything from next Sunday is in the pocket right behind that. They're all there for me in one place. Now I'm gonna go to Southern Savers. I'm gonna make my Publix shopping list or my Buy Low shopping list, whatever way I wanna do this. My shopping list is gonna tell me, come and find the SS53. I'm making up that date. I don't even know if it was a Sunday, but come and find May 3rd, the Sunday, and cut this specific coupon. So I'm only going to cut the coupon that specifically was mentioned on my shopping list for the deal that I plan on getting right now in the store. That's the goal. So I'm not ever going to touch coupons that I won't use. I'm going to have them if I come upon some really, really great money maker deal on Depends. I can grab it, but I don't need to spend intervals. Some are going to say SS and a date or RP and a date. And you're going to be able to grab them, cut the coupon, and head to the store. So that's the joy of the accordion system. I want to take it one more step further, because if you didn't realize, you have the ability on Southern Savers to actually set what you get, so that in your newspaper, I don't tell you to go and find it. This is actually a really, really cool feature. We're the only site that has it, and I have to give a huge shout out to everyone who helps us with regional variations, because it's users that are going through their local paper and sending in not in their local paper, and then we put all of that into the database, so that if you live in Tampa, you can select the Tampa paper, or if you live in Virginia, you can select whatever paper you're getting. We can't cover every single paper, so a little inside tip for you is that we may actually cover your paper without you even realizing it. So if we take this insert and we stare at the spine, you can see there's some words there. You don't need to be able to actually read them, but you can see the words that are there, and the words that are there are listing out all of the papers and the cities that this insert is good in, because there's a lot of overlap. For example, I live in Columbia, South Carolina. The Columbia newspaper is actually the same insert that's in Florence and Orangeburg and all of these other little cities. So no, I'm not going to come to Southern Savers and pick Orangeburg, even if that's where you got the paper. I'm going to pick Columbia. So look at your inserts to see, is a different city, if you don't see your city covered in Southern Savers, look and make sure we don't actually cover different cities. Inserts. You might be surprised. We actually may cover your area without you really even realizing it. So I can go, I log into Southern Savers, I can go to my profile and I can set what newspaper I get. And then because of that, as soon as I make a shopping list, I'm only going to see the coupons that were available in my newspaper. So your shopping list won't send you to your accordion file unless you actually have that coupon in your paper. So hopefully that makes sense. So that's with the accordion system, the easiest way to organize your coupons. Now, there are always some issues with this, some pros and cons to using the accordion system. First, it's only going to take about 4 seconds, because you're going to take your coupons from the Sunday paper. I'm going to write the date really huge on the front of them, and I'm going to shove all the coupons from this Sunday in the same pocket. I'm done. Most accordion systems have about 12 pockets. They do make a 7-pocket one, but just get the 12. It's perfect. It's 3 months worth of inserts. So then I've got 12 weeks. I just keep going back. Don't worry about pulling the top. You'll notice this one does not have labels. You're gonna really kind of, every week, I just keep adding more to it. But at some point I come in and it's full. There's an insert in every single pocket. Then I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna say, okay, what in here is the oldest week? And I'm gonna take it out. So that every week I'm getting rid of one and I'm putting one in its spot. It's super easy. Another tip to know when you take them out, what is good and what's not good, head to the database that is on Southern Savers. So southernSavers.com/coupon-database. It's also at the very top of the site. You can't really miss it. And put in the date of the insert. So the date of this insert, and this one's really old. I just use it in my workshops bucket. This one's date, just to give you an idea, is SS82. From last year, but I can put that in if we were on a recent date. Let's really say, we're June, probably a date back in February, SS212, just making up a February date. Put in whatever the date is of the insert. SS being the name of this source, RP, PG, those are the main names in the database. Whatever it returns, that is all that is left that is good in that insert. If it returns nothing, the entire insert has expired. It's a very quick way to be able to tell, is this any good or not? So every Sunday I take one out, I type in that quick name, SS212, SS219. If it says nothing, I just chunk it, I'm good. Or, inside tip, you can actually send these overseas. So if you have coupons that expired less than 6 months ago, I can send them to troops that are on deployed bases. So it's a fun way to give back. Just stick them in a mailer, and you can Google coupons for the troops. There are tons of websites that will show you how to do it, but I stick this straight in a priority flat rate mailer, send it overseas. They can use them to 6 months past their expiration date. So by the time I take it out, it's about 3 months old. They still have 3 more months that they can use them. I can't. They're all expired. They're of no use to me. They really even have longer if they all just expired, because they have up to 6 months past their expiration date. So fun and a way to help other folks with your expired coupons, because no one in the U.S. takes expired coupons. No store in the U.S. will take these, but commissaries and PXs on deployed bases. So no local commissary PXs, but deployed bases up to 6 months past the expiration date. Accordion, I can go in, pull out this week's, or pull out the oldest one, put in this week. That's kind of how I'm going to keep it cleaned up. That's the number one question I get with an accordion. So how long do I hold on to it? How do I know what to clean up? That's how you're going to do it. So when it's full, 12 weeks has gone by, that's 3 months. Come in, take the oldest one out, put the newest one in, move on, you're done. Now, what we do with coupons that we put early, or coupons that we found in the store, or you're checking out Milo and you get this massive amount of coupons that print at the register. What I recommend most folks do is have something little that you keep with your accordion systems. And maybe you do just a typical coupon folder, or you can go bigger. This is currently what I carry around, but honestly, most of the categories are empty. So I'll show it to you. This is a insulated line. It's like 10 bucks at Staples. And it has 3 coupon organizers with their tops cut off so that they're permanently open on the inside. Kind of hard to hold for everyone to see. Then in here, I have a lot more than just a few simple categories. We have baking and beverages, bread, can and package, cereal. Anything that I've cut early or printed is going to go in here. But again, I told you most are empty because I'm not cutting tons of inserts. It's just these guys that print at the store. I felt like I was playing cards the other day when all of this came out. It's these things that print at the store. It's coupons I found in the store. So all of these little dispenser guys, I still have some I need to tuck away in their categories from my last trip. And coupons that I printed early. So I've printed it. I need to find a place to stick it. It's going to go in its category inside the bag. But there's not anything else in there. Just those 3 items. So I can take the bag with me into the store, but honestly, I'm not going to have, if I found a clearance deal, the odds of me having a coupon for that clearance deal is pretty slim. But that is how I'm going to organize them, because the big, huge pile on the kitchen counter, I think that doesn't really work. Hold the shopping list. Tells me what I want to buy and all coupons to go with it. I cut the coupon, and then I do the next step. I meant to bring one in, and I forgot to get a shopping list from last week. But the next step for me is, let's say that I had 2, or here, this is one I printed last week. I have 2 of this coupon for Flix. It's $1 off for Libby's canned vegetables. Then if this was on my shopping list and I planned on using this coupon and I have 2 of them, I'm going to write an 8 right next to my shopping list. So I don't even need to look at the coupon. I'm putting on the shopping list how many I plan to buy, and then all the coupons go in a Ziploc bag. And everything that I'm going to use in Publix is right there in one bag together. So I know I'm buying Libby's canned vegetables, and I'm buying 8 of them because that's what my shopping list tells me to do. All the coupons, they get tallied up. How many do I plan on buying? Write it on the shopping list. All the coupons go in a Ziploc bag. I head to the store. So in the store, I am just a normal person with a normal shopping list. Now, to get all of that ready, print the shopping list, cut all the coupons, label everything out, it takes about 45 minutes. Yes, that is 45 minutes. Yes, I just ran to the store like that. But in that 45 minutes, I will save usually around 100 to 120 bucks on that grocery shopping trip. That's well worth 45 minutes of my life to save that much money. When you want to look at it in terms of an hourly salary, that's a great savings. That's where I encourage folks to stay away from this big old binder guy, because once I start saving or spending 2 or 3 or 4 hours to get my coupons together, it's not necessarily worth the amount of savings. But 45 minutes and then heading to the store, well worth it. And then remember, in the store, I'm just a normal person with a normal shopping list. So we can be in and out very quickly. I'm not in there scouring the store for clearance deals and closeout deals unless I'm there for work. If I'm there to find unadvertised deals for you guys, then I'm walking every single aisle. My kids will even say, like, Mama, do we have to walk the store today, or are we just shopping? With this sad, like, forlorn look. Yes, one takes more time, but when I'm just shopping, maybe 20, 25 minutes, we grab the things that are on the shopping list and we head out the door, and still save a ton of money. So that's where the accordion system all plays in and what it looks like for us. Now, the hard part in that, if you're just getting started, some like warnings of what can be your biggest time suckers. And the biggest one is printable coupons for all of the little tiny coupons that are on different manufacturer sites. Because I have to go to Pillsbury, and I have to go to Betty Crocker, and I end up at French's Mustard. And all of these coupons are great. They're huge savings, but I'm all over the place trying to get them. And when you're first getting started, you don't have logins to all of those sites. So when you first get started, that's the slowest part, is kind of scouring in a sense. Now your shopping list is going to get you as close as I can to most of those printables. But most of these manufacturer sites are going to require that you log in. It's like their payment for giving you the savings. And that's the frustrating part. So one thing I would recommend, I guess two things. First, if you have not already and you're just getting started, I would encourage you to get an email address just for couponing. So go to Yahoo, whatever you want. There are tons of free email accounts that are out there. So JennyCoupons@yahoo.com, whatever. This way, when I sign up on all these manufacturer sites, they're going to send me emails, but I'm not going to get just a ton of junk emails in my personal inbox all the time. I'm going to have a little bit of just space, and I can go look at it. I want you to look at it. There will be coupons in your coupon email, but you don't have to look at it all the time. So start there. And then the other thing I would recommend is use that coupon email to sign up on these manufacturer sites and use the same password on all of them. Now, security folks would say, like, you should never use the same password on tons of sites. But remember, we're not using even our normal email address. We're using a funky email address that nobody else has. So we're going to use that email address that's just for couponing and the same password, so that when I hit Pillsbury, Betty Crocker, and French's, and Kellogg's, I don't have to sit there and be like, oh, what was the login to this site and what was the login to that site? They just make them all the same so that I can get in and out quickly to be able to print those. And Sherry's saying in the comments, like, that's too much trouble. It can be when you're first getting started, but once I've got sign-ins for the sites, this can be pretty quick. And I don't always really have to end up at those if you don't want to. You can use some of the main printable sites. There are a number that will be on your shopping list that are just directly on Subsavers for coupons.com and Red Plum, etc. if you wanted to. And Sherry also mentions all of the new digital coupons. So Ibotta, Checkout 51. There are a lot of options where I can go to the store, buy the items, and come home, take a picture of my receipt. We're going to pretend this is a receipt, and submit that through the apps. So I could go that route if I wanted to. And a heads up, Sherry, if you haven't noticed, the shopping lists that are on Southern Savers actually have the ability to hide printable coupons or hide mobile coupons. If you don't want to deal with one whole aspect of coupons that are out there, you can just make them disappear from your shopping list. So that's at the top. I have other folks that want to hide insert coupons, because while you're saying, you know, you'd rather just deal with insert coupons, for other folks, their inserts kind of stink. You know, the bigger the city you live in, the more coupons are in that city. But if I live in a tiny city, I don't have a lot of really great options. So you find some folks just give up on the inserts and just deal with printables. But you can hide specifically whatever it is that you've chosen to not deal with in coupon world, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, and then Lori's recommending, she learned that it's best to create passwords that all have a capital letter and all have a number, so they meet everybody's requirements. I completely agree with you, because everybody has different little things. That way you're not having to remember that this one has an exclamation mark or this password doesn't. Just try to make one that will work every single place and save you a lot of time. So in terms of all of that, once you have gotten those passwords set, and you've been doing this for probably even more like 2 months or so, getting your shopping list together is going to get a lot faster. I would also encourage you, anyone who has children probably 6 and up, they can help you. All of my children learn to cut straight lines by cutting coupons. And even recently, my 3.5-year-old was cutting Publix coupons, and she did an awesome job. Every single one of the coupons that she cut that were Publix coupons, I could have still used in the store. She didn't miss any, LU numbers for Publix. So encourage your kids to get involved and help you out in all of this, because that's going to save you even more time. Doug, you're asking, do I have any YouTube videos on beginning couponing? I have a ton. So if you head to youtube.com/Southern Savers, you'll see a lot of videos we've done. There's actually a professional 2-hour-long one where I went to the studio and kind of did the true intro to couponing. So you can watch all of those. There are also videos where I've gone into stores, so you can come to CVS with me or to Walgreens and have me walk you through the system all on YouTube. So yes, that answers your question. Now I want to walk you through 2 more options for organizing coupons. So I showed you the bag that I use for loose coupons, and there's not much in here at all. Because I don't cut anything early. I only cut what I'm going to use for this week at the shopping trip. But some people like to have all of their coupons with them. Just whoever you are, you know who you are. It like makes you happy. You're just more content because they're with me everywhere I go. I'm not like you, but some of you are. And if that's the case, then you could go with a large category system like this bag. I also years ago used to use it all in an index card file. So I had different categories and I would cut everything and they would all live in this little box. You're going to cut all the coupons that came in Sunday's paper, and I am going to have them all with me, however I choose to organize them. So I'm going to take all the papers from, or all the coupons from Sunday's paper, lay them out in categories around you, and then organize them by category. So I've got all my cereal coupons and all my condiments, and then come in and put them in here by category. So now I have them all with me, if that's what you want to do. Again, if you're just joining, that's not what I do. But for some people, that just makes you happy. So that is how you're going to do that. I'm going to cut everything, lay it all out, organize it by category, and shove it all in. I need you, if that's the method you choose, to cut every coupon, because you're going to be amazed at some coupons that you never really would have used. It's just not your normal brand. It's not your product, but it makes for deals. So, and Laura's saying this takes forever. Yes, this is going to take an easy hour, if not longer, to cut every single coupon, and you're still not ready to go to the store. So that's my hint here. This is why I love my accordion system. I love not cutting my coupons until they're on my shopping list and tell me to print them. That is the way to go. So that's what I would encourage you to do if you can do the accordion system, if you can handle that. But if you want to cut them all, you need to cut every single coupon in the Sunday paper if you're going to cut them all. So an example, this coming Sunday, there's a coupon for $2 off L'Oreal Advanced Hair Care. That $2 off L'Oreal Advanced Hair Care may not be your brand. You may never use L'Oreal Advanced Hair Care, but that coupon is going to make for free hair care at lots of stores around town. It already does. There's a printable that you can get right now off of L'Oreal's website. I can head to CVS. I have free shampoo and free conditioner for right now in CVS with the printable. Now, there's one coming in Sunday's paper next Sunday. If I don't cut that and I use this kind of system, then I'm going to miss the deal. So if you're truly cutting every coupon that's out there, you need to be able to save the most. So to get the shopping list, to head to Southern Savers, and then look at the store that you want to shop at. So if you want to go to CVS or Walmart or wherever you're headed to, your shopping list is going to specifically have what's on sale and all the coupons that go with it and where to find those coupons. So it may have, again, SS and a date. That's going to tell you to come and find the Smart Source insert from that particular date, or it's going to have the word printable, and you're going to print that coupon right then. So, and Paul, I'm proud of you. You used a binder and kind of moved on. And really that's the case for me too. I kind of mentioned super early on in the Hangout that this is what I used to use. And if you were to come and look at every single one, they all expired in 2009. I just melted. I think that's where most people end up. So there's still coupons in here. I just couldn't keep up with it. It takes a ton of time and it wasn't where my heart was. I want to be fast. So binder was gone because binder is not fast. The fast way of couponing is not cutting anything until it shows up on your shopping list. So you're using the shopping list that's on Southern Savers. It tells you rice is on sale and there's a 50-cent coupon and I'm gonna go to buy low and they're gonna double it. I have free rice. You know, that kind of setup, that's our goal, is to tell you here's what's on sale, here are all the coupons that go with it, so that you don't have to put a lot of effort into it at all. And hopefully it makes it a fast thing for you. And that's the goal, is to be as fast as we can. And now, again, I was mentioning there are some people who need them with them, and this is where I would recommend you go if that is you. So that you go with a system that everything is still cut. And the reason, if you have to have them with you, that I'm gonna say this, is that this is still less time over a binder. To cut every single coupon and put them in a category system, you're looking at an hour. It isn't an hour that I would want to spend, but it's still an hour over this guy, which is going to take you an hour and a half to 2 hours on a big Sunday. Now, Sherry's asked a question that a lot of people ask. What if I find an unexpected deal and I don't have the coupon with me? You've got two options, Sherry. I would recommend that you ask your store what their policy is. If I buy something today, could I come back tomorrow with a coupon? Every single store that I shop in allows me to bring a coupon in the next time I come in. It could actually be a week later. I can still buy it today, hold on to the receipt, come in with the coupon. As long as the coupon has not expired, I can still use that coupon later, after the fact, on the purchase that I already made. So yes, I pay more for it up front, but I just tuck that away, cut the coupon as soon as I get home, and still get the exact same deal once I get home. So I do have that option available to me without having to miss the deal. The other option is that you could write it down and be like, okay, I need to cut this coupon and I need to come back and get this deal. But honestly, for me, Sherry, I live about 25 minutes from any grocery store that I plan on shopping at. The nearest grocery store to me is Food Lion. It's about 15 minutes away. And that gives me hives just to think about that being my major grocery store. So I drive the 25 minutes to a Bilo or a Publix, but I only do that once a week. I'm just not going to make the trip. Even today, we ran out of milk, and my sweet husband went to the Dollar General, that is the closest store, to just get another gallon of milk, because we only go shopping on Wednesdays. So we got to make it to Wednesday. I'm not going out on another day. It's just too much of a trip. But I'll gladly grab the items and then use the coupons the next time I come in, and make sure that's okay with your store before you just, go whole hog buying a bunch of items. But I've never had a store give me an issue with it. Let's see, trying to keep up with all the questions. I miss all the money makers from years past. I get most of our health and beauty items with coupons, but food-wise, I go to Aldi and I still look for food deals, but if we don't use it, makes it free, or moneymaker. Let's see, kind of Facebook cuts you off, or if it's an Acorn deal, you're not going to grab it. I kind of agree with you. We don't see as many moneymakers, Kate, and we also don't see as many stores that double. So in my area, Publix stopped doubling, Kroger stopped doubling a couple years ago. But there are still some great deals on grocery, and I'm actually, it's on my list to get to Aldi in the next couple of weeks. I'm not an Aldi shopper, but I want to get to Aldi and kind of do a price comparison for folks, because the reason I'm not an Aldi shopper is that I can beat Aldi prices in the grocery store. So as long as I'm sticking with what's on sale and using coupons for what's on sale, I can cream Aldi prices on canned goods, on any packaged item. Aldi will win in dairy and eggs, but I have 20 chickens in my side yard, so I'm not buying eggs. Aldi's meat is cheaper, but I don't buy meat in a grocery store anyway. We buy meat bulk from Zaycon and other bulk meat folks. So slowly I'm ending up in Aldi for dairy. And that doesn't make it worthwhile for me in the end, because now that's added on a whole nother stop for me when I could have just gotten the milk and the cheese and the butter, maybe 25 cents more in the grocery store with a sale. So Aldi doesn't win if it's just a dairy store. But if you're heading in for other things, you don't have the grocery deals or the time to grab those grocery deals, then maybe Aldi does become the great option for you. But I love that, Kate, you mentioned health and beauty, though, not at Aldi. We're going to go to a drugstore. So even my diehard Aldi folks, I urge you to be in CVS or Rite Aid or Walgreens for your personal care items, and not in Aldi for everything that's out there. That you're just going to save so in CVS for most of those items. And Sherry's saying all these prices are high in Florida, and they definitely do differ based on where you live. So it just kind of depends on your area as to whether or not they're really creaming on the prices. So as a whole, organizational, I don't want to nix, folks here and not tell you how to do it, but it really is, you're going to find so many people who push you to a binder system that I almost feel like I don't need to spend time on it, because there are tons of sites that urge you to go here. I don't, and I never will. I almost don't want to go here just for the folks who join late on the Facebook Live, because people pop in all the time. And you may think that here's Jenny raving about a binder, and that would be very wrong. But if you're dying to do this, the one thing I will push you to do, if you have to do a binder, is that your binder must zip up. Do not ever get a binder that does not zip, because if I hold this upside down, all the coupons come right out the top and you will cry. You just spent hours putting them in there. That was me years ago. I handed it to a 4-year-old in the middle of Publix. She did that. They all just slipped right out into the aisle, and I just sat in the aisle because I didn't know anything else to do. I had spent days moving into that binder. So if you're not going to listen to me, you're going to do a coupon binder so that you can see everything. At least make it zip up. It is a sad, sad moment. Or you hit the brakes in the car and all the coupons just slide out. Just don't do it. So Paul asked, how many papers do I buy each Sunday? Paul, I don't. I get one local paper, but I actually get all of my inserts online. So I go through a company called SundayCouponInserts.com, and I have inserts mailed to me every week. It's a standing subscription. So this particular site, their lowest subscription is 4. So I end up with 4 sets of inserts, meaning if there's a Smart Source and 2 red plums in the Sunday paper, then I have 4 of each of those, 4 sets of each of those. There are a number of other sites that offer this. So WholeCouponInserts.com, SundayCouponInserts.com, you can kind of pick the company that you're wanting to go with. There are a number of others too. But that's how I get my Sunday paper versus trying to hunt it down all over town. I do get a local paper, but sometimes it's even hit or miss because we live way out in the country as to whether it's going to show up. So I kind of gave up on that being my go-to all the time for finding or for getting our inserts. With 4 inserts, I don't always need that many. For instance, a really great Pantene coupon a couple weeks ago, $5 off 3. With 4 inserts, that would be 12 bottles of Pantene. I have 5 girls, but I still don't need 12 bottles of Pantene. So I would encourage most folks to get, maybe 2 inserts for a normal size family. If you've got a big family, which I have a hard time realizing that I do, but I acknowledge I have 5 children. I've met like big family status. I still know people who have bigger families, so I don't feel like I do. But if you have a bigger family, then more inserts. But the smaller you are, if it's you and your husband, or it's 3 of you, 2 inserts is probably plenty, because I can print a ton of coupons online too. I don't need to go and gather all of these inserts just to find out that I could have printed half of what was in them and not needed to grab 22 inserts from the local paper. So hopefully that helps. Abby, in terms of selling the inserts, they'll all tell you that you are paying for their time, and most of the time it's more that you're paying for the paper. So the cost of those inserts still comes out to the same price as the Sunday paper. It's basically like I bought a Tampa Tribune, because that's where my coupons are coming from, or let's see, a Tampa Central, without getting the news. They don't mail me the paper. They just mail me the coupons. I don't really want Tampa's news anyway. I just want their coupons. So that's about what it's going to be. And Natasha, that kind of answered your question. It's about the cost of a Sunday paper. If there are a ton of inserts in the paper, there are 4 or 5 inserts, it's going to cost a little bit more because you pay by the insert. But on normal Sundays, it comes out, including the shipping cost, to be about the cost of getting 4 local papers from me. Our local Sunday paper is $3 a paper. So I'm coming out on average to spend about $12, sometimes $13 a week on those papers. That's the holdup there for a lot of people. I need to know that I'm saving $12 to $13 a week using inserts to be able to do that. And if you're not, just stick with the printables. That's a lot of money to do 4 inserts every single week. If you don't need 4, go in with a friend. The 4 is the smallest order that they allow, but I can take 2 of them. My friend can take 2, but we at least split the shipping because it comes in a priority flat rate mailer. But that way you're at least cutting the cost a little bit. Our weekly budget for groceries is about $50 a week. And sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less, for everything. And that's not just groceries. That includes all of our personal care, which is free at CVS, so not a huge deal. All of our paper goods and other items that we're grabbing as well. It also includes diapers whenever I throw those into the mix. So like this past week, we got diapers. I have a ton because we've gotten a lot of huge diaper deals. So they aren't on my list all the time, even though I do have somebody that's still in diapers, but they are included in our budget too. Okay, I think we're at the 9:30 mark, which is where we normally end. We try to go from 8:30 to 9:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and end us for 2 reasons. One, the poor Google Hangout never caught on. So all the folks who were trying to use the chat room never could. I know a lot of you jumped over to Facebook. But the other reason is that my poor phone is probably going to die soon. And I should have charged it a little bit before we did the Facebook Live. And Tiffany, you're asking how my trip to Chicago was. It was great. Good things. I know people are dying is what all the news tells you in Chicago, but I was really amazed. And I would say Chicago is like a really clean version of New York. And we were only there for 2 days, but I would love to go back. So it was a fun trip. Thanks for asking. Okay, well, for everybody else, we do this every Monday night. So same time, same place, 8:30 most Monday nights. Hopefully the Google Hangout and the chat room will work next week. I don't know what was up this week, but if not, we'll also always be on Facebook as well. So I will see you guys next Monday night, right at 8:30. Hopefully we won't be late in technical issues. You can always chat me though and ask any questions either through Facebook message or send me an email, jenny@southernsavers.com. And as I think it was Doug that asked earlier, lots of videos on YouTube too. So youtube.com/southernsavers if you want to learn even more. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great week.